My name is Gervasi. I'm West Nyack. I'm also president of the Clarkstown Taxpayers. I would like to speak in favor of term limits also. Voter approval ratings for all levels of government are at an all-time low. The average voter doesn't believe that their elected officials are really working for them, because once an elected official stays in office past 8 years, he or she becomes a career politician who is more beholden to the special interest groups and the party bosses than their constituents. Yet in spite of all these negative feelings, incumbents keep getting reelected at a very high rate, because it seems the use of the ballot box for term limit really doesn't work. Look what is happening in Congress, with every politician worrying uppermost about how his or her vote will affect their chances for reelection. Also here in Clarkstown, you have always blamed past administrations for the high salaries and patronage that exists in Clarkstown today. Well, maybe if we had term limits back then, Holbrook, Maloney, and the other entrenched career politicians would have not stayed around for 20 or 30 years, and we would not have the high salaries and patronage that exist today. I believe the term limits would overcome many of the problems of today's political systems, and I know the Clarkstown people feel the same way, with 7 out of 10 Clarkstown voters wanting term limits. In fact, the only people in Clarkstown that seem dead set against term limits are the career politicians themselves. Therefore, I agree with the previous speaker, and I recommend to the Clarkstown Town Board that you listen to the roughly 3,400 Clarkstown voters who took the time to sign these petitions and either impose an 8-year term limit on yourselves or approve placing term limits on the ballot for November. Finally, the voters of Clarkstown who signed this petition don't want the Town Board to delay its decision on term limits by saying that this is a complex subject that must be studied further in the next few months. These voters don't want to hear about delaying tactics to avoid what the people want. People want term limits, and they want it tonight. The 3,400 Clarkstown voters who signed this petition want term limits imposed on the Town Board now. If in your collective minds you believe that placing it on the ballot does not make sense or is not legal, then listen to the voters of Clarkstown and just vote tonight to impose term limits on yourself, which we know is legally and can be done and has been done by the Westchester and Putnam County legislators, plus 15 state legislators, and 8 out of 10 of the largest cities in the United States. Plus 37 states place term limits on their constitutional officers. Remember, according to what the other fellow just said, remember, if 8 years is good enough for the President of the United States, it should be good enough for the Town Board of Clarkstown. Thank you.